Good morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and it's a special day. We've got some friends with us, but we'll show you that in a minute. It's been a month. Apologies for that, but we've had lots of holidays. So we had a week's holiday in Devon, so that missed 2 weekends, and then we had a week's holiday a week later in Austria, and we missed 2 holidays. I missed 2 weekends, so it's been a long while. So today we're going to do some really quick cooks that you might want to do when it's really this hot, so you can get it done, move on. But first of all, let's show you who's here. So, on camera,
Hello.
Oliver. And then in the background we've got Flo and Mark and Sophie. Flo I used to be at uni with years ago, and they've been visiting Cambridge University. On the keyboard we've got Helena.
Good morning.
We've got no Mama, we've got no Andrea today. They're just staying out of the sun, I think. So anyway, we've got 3 cooks. We are going to do a miso chicken thighs. So we're going to cook those. So I'll get those going straight away in a minute. We're going to do then 2 stir fries. So we've got egg fried rice with some mushrooms and a few bits, and we've also got some Korean pork stir fry, which is pretty good. We did it a couple of weeks ago. It should be awesome. So let's do this bit. So if you go there, Oliver, this is going to be a learning experience for Oliver. He's not done this before, but since he was here, we dragged him in. So we are going to make a very quick dressing for our miso. So we have some white miso, I think it's 3 tablespoons of white miso. I'm just going to get a spoon to make this easier. That's going to go in. So this is gooey stuff. It's umami flavours. That's what you're after. In our little milk bottle, we've got 5 tablespoons of mirin. So that can go in. We've got a tablespoon of soy, and it's just normal soy sauce. We have quite a lot, 3 tablespoons of sugar to sweeten it all up. And then in the last little pot, sorry, I put cling over all of these because I did them all earlier. I didn't want the bugs getting on. We had loads of wasps. We've got 2 cloves of garlic shredded and a whole bunch of ginger shredded. So those can go in. And that is it. So this is going to be the marinade for our chicken. So you can just whisk it up or mix it up. I'm going to whisk it. Probably get it all over my t-shirt as usual. So this is our marinade. And you can baste it on there as well. So to that I'm going to get some chicken. So let me just grab out of the fridge some chicken thighs, and we'll pop them in. Now ideally you want to marinate these for at least a couple of hours. So you're saying, how's that going to work? We can whisk those through or just stir them through, get it all over. Not going to worry too much because I've got some I prepared earlier, very Blue Peter style. So here's some I made this morning, enough for all of us to have some lunch. So those have been in since, I don't know, 8 o'clock this morning, something like that. Come over here, Oliver. On this egg, it's a little bit hot, 200 degrees it should be. It's a little bit warm because somebody's left the bottom open, that'll be me. I have set it up, if you have a look in, I've got half direct and half indirect. So I'm using the expander system, so I've got half where the heat will hit it directly and half where it won't. And that's just going to, when I put these on and cook them, if they're cooking too quickly or they're burning because the miso and all that sugar in there is going to caramelise, I can move them to the other side and just treat them like an oven instead of a barbecue. So we're going to start by barbecuing and then we'll move them onto the oven side in a bit. So I'll get all of these on, and we might not get them all over, so we might have to move them around, but those can start cooking. They're skin on, bone in thighs, my favourite, and those can cook. So that's cook 1. That was a bit easy. Let's go and find out who we've got on. So Helena, who have we got on today?
Franco.
Morning Franco, and we'll be seeing Franco.
Yep.
Is it this week or next week?
Week after next.
Week after next. Looking forward to seeing Franco.
Martin.
Morning Martin, who's in Gibraltar.
Yeah, and his wife's just flown out to join us. They're having a bit of a break.
So again, they're not fishing today, unless he's on the boat. They're tuna fishing. They caught a £600 tuna on their first day.
What?
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes. Catch and release. They had to give it back.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's like hundreds of.
Obviously more successful in fishing than you are.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah. No worries.
I caught a lot of fish when I went fishing with Martin
Oh, he
It's
must
just
be
when
your
I go
lucky
with you.
charm.
It's just when I go with you, it's bad.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Plotting to plate. I'm not sure who that is.
No, that's a new person.
Yeah, IR Walton. Don't know who that is, but they say the meso thighs sound amazing.
They are, and they'll change colour. They'll caramelise. They'll go black and sticky, and you get all that umami flavour from the miso. So yeah,
Phil
definitely
is
worth
on.
doing. Morning, Phil. Phil in his grill.
Yeah.
Morning, Phil.
Phil's already been out for like a 11k run this morning.
Phil's going fitness mad. I follow him on
He's doing-
Strava now.
I know he's doing a tough mudder, isn't
Yeah.
he? Sue Newton. So she
Morning,
says
Sue.
great to see you back online. Who else have we got? Hang on a minute. I can have a look and see. There's no other comment. Oh, Mum's on. Morning, Mum.
Morning, Mama.
Morning, Andrea.
We've got
Andrea.
nobody on the wine here. What's going on?
I know.
We should have set up Flo with some booze. She's not very good at drinking, Flo. She's getting better. Better than she was when we were at uni.
Getting some training in this
Yeah,
weekend.
exactly.
So Karen's on there watching briefly, just as they're trying to move Chloe into her new accommodation for uni.
Okay, that Karen, perfect. Yeah. I was thinking Karen with a motorhome, not Karen.
No.
Yeah, but I've
Karen
got it
True
now.
Love.
Yeah.
Moving Chloe, yeah.
Morning.
So yeah, got about 20 odd people on.
Awesome. Right.
What are you doing
So-
next?
So first dish on just cooking. It's probably going to take 25 minutes, something like that. I've got 2 stir fries, so these are going to be really quick. So we've got a wok. We are going to use again the expander system. So we've got the bottom part on here. We're going to chuck a wok in. Our egg is at 200-ish degrees. The wok is going to heat up really quickly. Apologies, we've got loads of little baby wasps in our village. So if any of us leg it, it's because we're running away from the wasps. I can just see one here. So we are going to do 2 stir fries. One is the rice and one is the Korean bit. So which one do you want to do first, did you say? The Korean bit.
No, I didn't say that. I only said do the rice last.
So out of 2, if we're going to do one last, which one are we doing first?
It's the sun, it's getting to me.
Even the cameraman's going. That was.
If I was honest, I wasn't really listening to you. I'm more interested in my followers.
That was quality. So shall we do the pork stir fry bit
Tell you
first?
what, let's do the pork.
Cool. So I have chopped up a few ingredients. Now you can do whatever you want. I've got some carrots, we've got some tender stem broccoli, we've got a few onions, cut quite chunky because that's the way I like them for the stir fry. We've got a couple of peppers, so I've got a red and a yellow pepper.
I'm going to have to move, I'm sorry.
Is it too hot
Yeah,
there?
okay.
Come and sit at the table.
Also means the laptop might.
Yeah, anyway, so we are going, and it's probably by the heat here. So this wok is on. We are.
I don't know why I did that. I could just go around the back.
Yeah. You're having a moment this morning, aren't you? Anyway, so we're going to do this stir fry. So we need some oil. So just veg oil. Get that into your wok and make sure it gets hot. Our wok is, even though the egg's at 200, the bottom is right by the fire, so it should be pretty warm, and it is. You can see that will start smoking relatively quickly. So we are going to go in with our onions. You can hear it sizzle, because they're going to take a little bit longer, and our carrots, because they're going to take a little bit longer. So while those start, I'm just going to grab the pork, so stay where you are, Oliver. And you could use, I've got pork tenderloin, because when, go away wasp, when we did it the other day, we had pork tenderloin in the fridge. I bought this one yesterday, but you could have used pork shoulder, really thin cut pork shoulder with a lot of fat in, that would be beautiful. But we're going to use pork tenderloin today. So our carrots and our onions are in there, just starting to fry off. Now, our pork is British pork, so we don't have to cook this till it's super well done. The parasite trichinosis, I'm sure we've told you this before, doesn't exist in British pork anymore, so you don't have to cook it until it's super well done. Just, you can have it pink. But we're going to get this going, just frying off nicely. What I'm aware of is our chicken is probably going to take longer to cook than 2 stir fries. So, but that's just the way it goes. We'll post pictures afterwards. So we had a class in yesterday. It was hot, really hot. and they chose them to cook curries last thing. Oh, so hopefully you're all, you know, doing well in the sun. Right, so that's our onions and carrots starting to go. We're going to go in with our peppers. So a couple of peppers. I'm going to put our pork in there because I do want it to. I'll put everything in fact. Pork's going to go in. We're going to put in our tender stem broccoli. So there's a lot in there now, but hopefully this will feed 6 of us. Now you can scale back how much you want to put in. We'll do the recipe for about 4 people. But we're going to let this cook through now a little bit. Colours are amazing. And then we'll talk about what we're going to do in terms of sauce. So, I've got some brown sugar because we want this to be sweet. We've got some garlic and some ginger. Now this is garlic and ginger paste. You can buy it in a jar. In fact, where is the jar? If you can find that stuff, it is amazing. And it's all of £2.99 and it lasts forever. Asian supermarket, really good. Stops you having to grate loads of ginger and garlic. Comes already done. Just be careful when you buy it. Some have more ginger than garlic. You want the more garlic than ginger version. That makes sense?
Why? Is that normally because recipes are ratio?
So yeah, if you buy it from the supermarket, they tend to be 50-50. Whereas for Indian, you really want 2/3 garlic, 1/3 ginger. So this is 2/3 garlic, 1/3 ginger, and a little bit of water through it to soften it up. And we're going to use the gochujang that you've all seen before. So basically fermented Korean chili paste, bright red stuff, beautiful. You can get it in Sainsbury's and everywhere now. We've got a bit of sesame oil, we've got some sesame seeds and some soy sauce. So it's a very simple stir fry. Oh, look at that multitasking, drinking and cameraman. Good on ya. So any comments, Helena?
Phil says make your own. You've got garlic and onion paste. Garlic and ginger.
You make your own, yeah. You can make your own, but if you know, if you're doing, we're doing how many curry classes in the next couple of weeks? 2 or 3 curry classes, 4 curry classes. This stuff. Otherwise, you spend your whole life grating it.
Andrea says, he kind of knows his stuff, don't he? Who knew?
What? Because she's listening today.
Yeah.
Andrew's normally on the camera, not understanding what's, you know, she's just trying to see what I'm doing. Right, so we're just getting these softened up, and then we're going to put all of our sauces in with them. And if this isn't enough, we can add a bit more. Just expand it and retract it depending on how many people you're cooking for. When you're doing stir fry on the egg, just watch the flames coming up the outside. So you might want to put a glove on. Do keep the lid shut as much as you can. On the XL, it is even more, you've got more space around the outside. It's the same wok, so do put a glove on when you're doing this. We had guys yesterday, we had a lot of moisture in there, so it's steaming almost, and you were almost scalding yourself, so make sure you wear the gloves. Right. Right, while that just soft, you can see the colour of the pork here just going from pink, it's soft. We don't want to do it too much more because we're going to put the sauce in, and as the sauce cooks, it will cook it. So a minute or so more. What we'll do while that's going, we'll have a look at our chicken. So come on over, Oliver.
Sorry if something random popped up on the screen. I've clicked on it and I don't quite know what.
Oh, look at those. There. So I'm going to flip them. Look at the colour. So you're getting that caramelisation. These tongs are red hot. They've been on the sun. We had this yesterday. It's so hot. Look at the colour on those. Now we've got a couple here which probably not so coloured. So I'll move them in, scoot them around. They're going to be good. They need to be cooked to 75 degrees minimum. So we'll go back over there. How are you getting on? Yeah, you can talk. You can heckle. Right, let's get some sauce in there. Can you see we've got some lovely brown bits on our pork now. It's looking lovely. We'll get some sauce in there. So we are going to get some of our gochujang. About 3 tablespoons. So good dollop. And this stuff is fabulous. We're going to put in our garlic and ginger paste, which if you just chuck it straight in, it will splatter. We're going to go in with our brown sugar, our soy sauce, get all of those in there, and some sesame oil, probably a couple of tablespoons of sesame oil, depending on how much you like it. And then give it a good zhuzh. Oh, that smells good. So you're getting all that lovely red sauce through it, the sugar will be melting, coating all the veg. Looking good. So I'll give that a minute or two now just to cook through. If you're worried about your pork, you can just use your thermopen, check it out. So some of the bits in the middle, it's at 67, so it's cooked, easily cooked.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Someone said what was the jam that went in? I think.
Jam?
I think they mean.
No, gochujang.
Yes.
I don't know if you can read that. I'll put it on the recipe. It's Korean fermented chili hot pepper paste.
Can I just borrow it, sir?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I type it right.
Yeah. Gochujang. It's not jam, jang, with a G on the end. Right, that is our sauce, our stir fry, plenty of it, and we could heat it up a little bit later if we have to. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try and do is get some of these bits out of the way. Since Helena's not sitting there now, she's gone into the shade. Can you pass me the oval bowl? Thank you.
Round windows.
So big green eggs, brand new. Still with sticker on the back.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Serving platters. So they've got 3 different plates. So we're going to use one of those. Might have to chuck it back in just to give it a little warmer when we eat it later. But we're going to take the wok out. Look at that. Just want to get my spatula. Sorry, Oliver, leaning through. Try not to cover anyone in it. This can go out the way. And that looks amazing.
It smells very good.
Yeah. Smells amazing. There you go, Helena. I'll put this over here.
Alright, I might take a picture whilst you're.
Well, we'll take some photos afterwards. Right, so we'll go back over here for a second, Oliver. So we're just checking our chicken. We don't want to burn it, but it's looking good. Yeah. So just let those roast away. So they're still on the direct side. If you find they're burning, then you can put them on the indirect side. But they'll do. Right, we'll get another. I'll get our rice ready. So I'm going to use a second wok, but you could just clean the one you've already got. So the wok's going in. It's got a bit of water in it, so I'll just let it dry out. So to this, just going to grab something from the fridge. We've got some rice.
Camera girl says you're doing a good job. Can you see the comments on there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
And so I get distracted by that. Bang, bang,
So this was some rice that we basically you cook it and then spread it into a tray, and while it's still hot, spread it into a tray and then put it in the fridge overnight. It does 2 things. It stops the bacteria and the spores in the rice from poisoning you, which is always good. So you want to cool it down as fast as you can. Rice is the #1 source of food poisoning. So cool it down as fast as you can and then get it hot as fast as you can. So that's going to go back in. So that's just sat in the fridge uncovered overnight. It dries it out and it's perfect then for doing a stir fry. So we're going to do an egg fried rice. I'm just grabbing my drink. I'm gasping. Yes, they're on the tray over here. So that's going to be our rice. I've also got a little tray with all our bits and bobs on. But we're going to do some eggs. So we've done egg fried rice for you before, where we cook the rice, then we separate it, and then we chuck the egg in. Today I'm going to try something new. So our wok is nice and hot. Bit of oil going in there. So, and I'm just going to chuck our eggs straight in. In fact, I'm going to put them into a bowl I've already used, and then chuck them in. That way I can get them all in at exactly the same time. And we're going to go with 3 because there's a lot of us, but you could go with a couple. So in with your eggs. Sorry Oliver, just need one of those. And you'll see it's a bit like if you've got your wok hot, it won't stick. So you're sort of making like a mini omelette, and then we'll chop this up, a bit like scrambled eggs, and we'll put that back through it in a second. So I'll put it back into one of the bowls that had the veg in a second. So you get your egg, then start chopping it up. And if your wok is nicely seasoned like this one, it won't stick. So there we go. Done. A couple of gloves on. Just be careful doing this because it is extremely hot. Chances of me actually hitting the bowl. I'm doing alright so far. Sorry, you've got the bit of paper in the way, but there we go. So that's our egg, ready for our egg fried rice. So we go straight back in with our wok. And now we'll get some of the other ingredients in there. So what we thought we'd do is a few mushrooms, so a bit more oil. So I'm going to go in. This was like a half a punnet of big, of mushrooms. So we're going to go in there. We want those to sweat down a little bit. And we're going with some carrots. So I just chopped up. That's just 1 carrot chopped up into cubes. Go in. And we'll start zhuzhing that around. Just to get these to start to fry down, break down a little bit. Might put a little bit more oil in there because the mushrooms soak it all up. And then we'll get the lid shut for a minute. So any other comments, Helena?
No.
You're looking very wistful.
And there seems to be a lot of, I think a lot of people watching, is it the Lions? Lions are playing?
Oh, okay, yeah. We wouldn't know, our TV broke. So we've not been without a TV for a week, and then they came yesterday to fix it and just took it away. So now we've got a big gap. So this afternoon we will be moving TV from bedroom into lounge. Can't do without that. You see how quickly this is cooking, frying down those mushrooms. Okay. So now we can go in with our rice. So hold the paper, and you can see it's all individual flakes. Or not flakes, you don't call rice flakes, do you? Grains. Okay, so we start frying that off. Now we need to heat that up. You need to get your rice above 70 degrees. Make sure it's cooked through. So we'll put that in, let it sit for a minute, and then we're going to add to it. We've got some peas, some frozen peas. Not so frozen now, but we've got our egg to go back in to make it egg fried, and then we're going to put some sauces on it. So I've got some soy sauce, I've got some oyster sauce, but because we've got garlic and ginger on there, I'm going to put some garlic and ginger in as well. So we'll just grab a spoon. Can you pass me a spoon? A little spoon. Thank you. So we'll put some in and fry some of that through it. Little garlic and ginger paste. Now, optional. If you don't like garlic and ginger, don't put it on. Get a paste in there. You need to keep moving the rice so it doesn't burn. But that should match in with our mirin, not a mirin, our miso. These are the words. Right, so we'll go in with our peas. We can go in with our egg. Make sure your egg's chopped up into little bits. Put some nice colour in there. So now what we want to do is give it some flavour. So it's got the garlic and ginger. So we're going to put some soy. So a couple of tablespoons. Don't go too mad. That's just a little bit of saltiness. A little bit of oyster sauce. So again, a couple of tablespoons. Up to you, however much you'd like. So it's just going to coat the rice, flavour it. It smells lovely. Can you smell it?
Not very good.
I think I should have made some more. That's not going to feed 6, is it? Don't mind. Should have done it the other way around. I think I've used the bigger bowl for... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, so when you think it's done, grab your thermopen and make sure it's above 70 odd degrees. You see, 80, 90 degrees nearly. So the rice is hot. We're happy we've cooked it. You're not going to poison anyone. And that is pretty much ready. So I'm going to take this tray out of the way. I'm just going to shut it for a second. Get the tray out of the way. Can I have the big bowl, please, Helena? Thank you. So another one of Big Green Eggs, new enamel bowl. So what's the company that do them? Falcon.
Yes, Falcon.
So Falcon
Falcon
enamel. So they used to do all the blue and white stuff, and Big Green Egg have done some work now. So there's these lovely bowls, and you can get them in sets. So of course you can buy them through us. That wasn't a sales pitch at all, was it? So I'm going to grab our wok, get it over here, get our rice in before we burn it. And that is getting warm now. So lots of rice. That looks lush. You could put some salt and pepper in it if you wanted, but we'll leave it as is. I'm going to get some spring onions and put those across the top. So we'll bring this over. Move that out the way. We'll get that in the fridge in a second. And we'll just take some spring onions. Now you can use whether you want the green bits, the white bits, I don't really care. But we're just going to cut them on the bias. Like that. And then sprinkle them over the top of our rice. And all over the table. Perfect. So we've got rice, we've got a lovely stir-fried, Korean style stir-fry. Let's have a look at our chicken. So I'm going to grab a thermopen. These aren't going to be done, but we might just take photos of them at the end so you can see. Oh, look at those. Look at the colour. That's beautiful. Now, you've got all this marinade over here. You could put that back over the top. So marinate, you know, carry on basting them. But look at the colour that they get. And it's going to have that all gorgeous umami flavour. They might be done. 75. They are all cooked. That's amazing. Yep, every one of those is above 75. I'm going to leave them a minute or two. And then we'll take them off. Just want to brown the bottom. So, Helena, any questions, comments? Who's cooking what this weekend?
So I did ask, but I haven't had many responses. I'm assuming
They're all watching the rugby.
all watching rugby, or it's too
Mark's
hot.
probably missing out. He didn't even know the rugby was on. Yeah. Yeah.
But Franco just said he was keeping it simple this weekend. He is doing, I think he said burgers and sausages.
Nice.
Trying to find.
Yeah, do keep it easy. These are all easy dishes. So,
That's what I said.
yeah, I'm just going to put this in the fridge while Helena's chatting.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Everyone's quite quiet today.
Right.
So,
Well, let's grab our chicken then.
getting some nice comments in terms of it looks good.
So the third one of the range.
Oh, Sam's doing, as in Samantha, is doing paella tonight.
Oh, we had paella last night. We had it for lunch yesterday on the course. We've done paella to death in the last weekend. But yeah, paella, love it. So these are chicken thighs. So they're tougher cut. You could therefore cook them a little bit more. But all of these, 70, 80 degrees, they're going to be perfect. So let's get them off onto this lovely plate, because I think they'll look beautiful on here. We'll get some photos of them. Big Green Egg would be proud of those. Look at those. lush. So there we go. I'll put them next to Helena. What we'll do is put them in the sun in a minute. I don't know what they look like on camera. I'm going to come out round and have a little look. Oh, they look awesome. Bit of sun on them, they look even better. So, this was quick today. We have Korean with wasps, Korean pork stir fry. So we've got some broccoli in there, some peppers, some onions, and then we've got that gochujang. So it's going to be a bit spicy. See if the kids like it. We'll find out. We've got some rice stir fry, egg fried rice with a bit of oyster sauce, a bit of soy sauce, some mushrooms, some carrots, a bit of egg in there obviously, and then we've got these beautiful miso glazed chicken thighs. They've been in that marinade for a few hours on there, and that's it. It's beautiful. So, a couple of things. Next cook, 2 weeks time.
Yeah, 26.
26. We are mega busy with installs and classes. Well, I think we've got double class this week, double class next week. I've got an installs. We've got all sorts going on. So if you do want something like the Big for Space, it will be the following week or a couple of weeks' time. So we've got that. We do have a few of these in stock, these new Big Green Egg stuff. If not, we can get them directly from Big Green Egg if the order's over 70 quid. What else? Anything new?
Well, I can tell you that Potting to Plate is cooking pork collar for pulled pork this evening.
Just watch the wasps, they're everywhere. Yeah.
Martin's got to go, he's got to get back to his sunbed and his amaretti sour.
Oh, Martin, that's
sour.
amaretto sour. That sounds shocking. I'm gutted you're not fishing today, but yeah.
Jeanette's just joined, so hi Jeanette.
Morning, Jeanette.
So do you want us to, we can do another little
Yeah, so I'll put them up here, just so we can see them. We'll take a couple of things off. So for those of you who've just joined, where were you earlier? Let's put that big one at the back. But we have a Korean pork stir fry, we have some miso glazed chicken, and egg fried rice.
Mark Seath is doing a lazy barbecue, so I asked him what he meant by that.
Okay.
Burgers and hot dogs. I think that's perfect.
Nice. Yeah, it's too hot to be messing around. Yeah, we'll probably have wine for dinner. Flo's going, oh my god.
It's raining.
Yeah. Anyway, but we're going to eat this. So I'm going to cut it short and leave it. If that's all right?
Yeah, just checked in with Mum. She's got all her curtains shut, but she's ready for the Wimbledon finals this afternoon.
Oh, there you go. We still haven't got. We're going to have to get the telly up. Right. Anyway, we'll love you and leave you. Helena, can you help Oliver turn it off?
Yes.
Because it's the first time he's done this. We shall see you in 2 weeks' time. If there's anything you need, give us a shout. Otherwise, take care in the heat and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Oliver. You've done a great
Yeah. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, the rest of them. See you all later.
job.